One of the one of the groups that struggles the most with engaging in that process and getting help is us guys. I don't know if it's just we just want to chug through, or we could just persevere, or I'm just curious why. I don't know if you relate to that or you agree with that, but why do you think that it's so hard for us guys to seek help?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. Like there's lots of different factors and things I've read about that. But I don't know sometimes why it is. It's like why do I have a hard time asking people to help me put a new roof on my garage? Obviously I can just lift this massive sheet to the top of the garage on my own. I don't need any help. I
Of
don't know why
course,
that comes in, it just
Superman Dave.
I don't know. It's so much better when someone's there to help, you know. I don't know. There's I think part of it, I'll tell you a little story for myself. So I once upon a time did some training to work as a hospital chaplain. I really liked that. And I had like great friends growing up, awesome family, lots and lots of good relationships. But I was sat there as like a 25-year-old guy in this little working group, and someone asked me, "Is like, tell me about a relationship you have, Dave. Like, tell me about the relationship you have with your best friend." And I was like, "It's good. Like, it's a good relationship, super solid." And I felt like paralyzed, like I didn't even have a vocabulary to do that. Like I just never really thought about it before. What made the relationship good? And that was like kind of an embarrassing moment for me, to be honest with you, but also kind of an eye-opening moment. It's like,
Mm,
wow, I think I just am lacking skills to know how to talk about this, to know what that even looks
mm.
like. And so that kind of started me down a path of thinking a little bit more deeply about what is it about this relationship that I find satisfying or useful, or what causes me to stress in relationships? And being a little more reflective and like, oh gosh, this is actually really helpful because there's a lot of things I can do, right? To like make it better or to like relieve the distress. And so then I felt kind of empowered to do that. There's like a little personal story there. But I've
I
also
appreciate it.
kind of found out that like for a lot of guys, they just get kind of lost in like figuring out like what are emotions and what are they even for? And so I have a little tool called like an emotion wheel or something that starts at the core of it with like the six basic emotions. Maybe you've seen it, like six basic emotions that you can usually read off anyone's face anywhere you're in the world. And then it's like concentric, so it goes out and just tries to get more specific. And that's really helpful for like emotional regulation. I use it for a number of different things, but one of them is for like just helping guys. Like I'll just give them this little wheel, and as we talk through a situation, it's like, okay, in the center ring, like which one kind of do you feel best? Like fear, sadness, happy, whatever. And then we'll just kind of work our way out. And usually by the time there's three ring to the outside ring, it's like, wow, we've gained a lot of insight into what was actually troubling you about this episode or this relationship. And then I can almost see it in their eyes, like a sense of hope, like, okay, yeah, all right, now I know how to go about solving that problem. But when you haven't really thought about what like your emotions are trying to do for you or what they're trying to how they're trying to guide you or something like that, then you just feel sort of like lost in it all. And so that could be one of the reasons men are kind of hesitant too, is like either like don't have the vocabulary or know what it's about, or feel like what's like, I just don't want to go talk about my feelings because you don't know why, you know?